Hello guys, welcome to the Forex Continuum platform. Yeah. So I know it's been weeks. Around two. I think it's 2 weeks. Around 2 weeks. I've not uploaded any video, any live session. So today I've some people have requested that I do an explanation on some setup that I've shared on all our platforms. Yeah, so let me set it up on, I know the YouTube side is okay. Now let me set it on the Facebook side. Yeah, see you in a bit. So guys, I hope you've been good. Yeah, I've been away on YouTube for about 2 weeks. Yeah, but I'm back. Yeah, I've been busy. Yeah, shughuli hapa na pale. Yeah, so for the today's session, it's just a commentary on the analysis that I've dropped on all our platforms. Yeah, so tune in. Yeah. So I think what do we have here? We have AUD USD. I have a list of all the setup. So I was just that this one was for yesterday. Yeah. So yesterday I gave up this setup. Yeah. So as you can see from the daily time frame, the euro, the Australian dollar USD was on a very strong bearish trend. But there is always correction, those pullbacks, and they are very good for intraday trading. Yeah. So I remember asking guys, what are your thoughts on these? Yeah, people insisted it's bearish. Yes, it's bearish, but these are kind of setups you miss when you concentrate much on the bigger time frame. Yeah. So as you can see, yeah, I'll just label for the purpose of those learning. Yeah, faster. You can see we had a break of structure or the change of character to the upside. Yeah, we had a low and a lower low. Okay. Yeah. We had if you this is 30 minutes. If you narrow to like M15, the base should be clear, or the 1 hour in the time frame. So this was a, let me expand a little bit. So this was a rally base rally demand zone. Yeah, so as I always tell you, the money is always on the weeks. Yeah. So you take the 50% of the week as your entry. Yeah, usually take the 50% of the week. 50%. So your entry could have been here. Then your stop loss depending on your risk management style. If you wanna risk 20 pips, your lot will be smaller. If you wanna risk 10 pips, 15, that part I know everyone is okay. Yeah. So that was an easy setup. 50 pips, 40 pips, easy. Yeah. So guys, let's not miss this kind of setup due to the higher time frame trend. This correction gives you 50 pips easy daily, intraday. Yeah. So I think that one we are okay with it. Yeah. So it's already 12 minutes. It's only for using a lot of time. That Facebook thing had a lot of mess setting it up. Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, so the next setup is I think it's euro AUD. Yeah? Like what time frame? Is it the euro AUD or the euro card? Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah. So I had shared these like an hour ago or 1 hour 30 minutes ago. Yeah, so we have this change of character to the upside. I'm concentrating with this data from here to here. So you have this, change of character to the upside. Yeah, so we have these low and lower low. So I always tell you guys, a low is usually formed before the POI, and then a lower low grabs the impatient ones. So I usually always wait for this kind of scenario. Yeah. So as you can see, we had a low formed. Here a low was formed before the POI. The POI is this doji. This is a doji demand zone. Yeah, so that's a doji demand zone. Yeah, so remember guys, I always tell you doji is a very key element on your basis. If you see a doji in your base, or those pin bars, those reversal candlesticks, the little candlesticks, yeah, so they add your zone some weight. Yeah, so as you can see, we had this fake out. A low was formed before the POI, and then a low in the POI. Yeah, so it's that simple. You just wait for these, because the first low is usually for the impatient ones. Yeah, so for you, because you are a smart little trader, you have to wait for a lower low to be formed, and that way you're gonna catch some good entries. Yeah, I was expecting it to to go a little deeper, but it's already on our zone. So if they break these high, so if they break these high, now you can narrow to the lower time frame like M15. If they break these, you will find early entry to ride the buys. Yeah, because I was expecting it to get in on this zone around 50% of this zone. But it didn't, but it already touched our zone. So what do? You wait for a change of character or a break of structure to the upside, and you ride now the uptrend market structure. Yeah, I hope it's okay. Yeah, let me just draw for the purpose of those learning. So I'm saying, if they decide to go up, you just narrow to a lower time frame and ride the market structure. Okay. Yeah. So the next setup is, I hope this is okay. Yeah, if you have a question, just write down on the comment section on our Facebook, on our YouTube. Yeah. So let's go to the next setup. Yeah, 16 minutes. Let's go to the next setup. So the next setup is AUDJPY. Our setup was on the daily time frame. Let's start with the daily. Let me hide these. Yeah. So as you can see, the price has already touched our daily flash supply. So this is a flash supply. I hope everyone is seeing that. Yeah, why is it a valid one? Yeah. So as you can see, it has caused a lot of imbalance. Yeah, so it's a valid zone. Yeah, so we can see some equal highs being grabbed or some fake outs being grabbed. As you can see, breakout out of that fake out zone was cream. Yeah, so the price is already on our zone. Now we want to catch an entry to light now the trade, the downtrend now. Yeah. So the setup was clear on 1 hour and 30 and 15. Yeah, in those time frame, the setup was clear. Confirmations on the lower time frame. Yeah. So as you can see, we have a change. We are already on our daily flash supply. The price has already touched the zone. Now we are looking for confirmation on the lower time frame. So we have this change of character to the downside. Yeah. Then we have this zone. This was a zone which could be a sell zone, but as we can see, the price is kind of compressing on that zone. So automatically that zone will become a fake out zone. So I was looking for these premiums. Yeah, if the price reaches these premiums, there'll be good, opportunity to sell. Yeah, yeah. So I think these are complete setup. Yeah, because we're already on our daily flash supply zone. Then this is our lower time frame confirming the sales. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, and I forgot to share the links on our WhatsApp and Telegram. Oh, so I'll share later for those who have not joined. Yeah, so that's all about AUDJPY. So the next is USD CHF. On USD CHF, we will first look at the weekly. The daily, weekly. Let's just start with the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, as you can see, we have this compression. Here's a key element. So we have that compression. We have these equal highs being grabbed. We have this fresh weekly, daily, whatever supply. There is a supply here, fresh one. Yeah, yeah. So the price has already touched our zone. Okay. So for aggressive traders, they already entered their trade. But for us who are patient, and for those who want low risk entries, so that you can enter big. Yeah, yeah. So we wait for confirmations, like in 15 1 hour. Yeah. So for the lower time frame, M15, just look for a change of character. Yeah, so this is our H4 D1 weak one supply, flash one. So we have this change of character to the downside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So which supply was responsible for pushing the price to break the structure to the downside? This one, and it has a doji. So that will be a very good premium to sell. Yeah, and as we can see, the price has formed some equal highs here. Yeah, so it's adding some weight on our setups. Yeah, yes. So we have some equal highs there. Yeah, so we can come and grab these equal highs and then to our POI, and that will be very, very good. Yeah, so patience, as we wait for these setups. Yeah, yeah. So 20 minutes. Yeah, so the next setup was GJ. I think it's GBP JPY. Yeah, so for GBP JPY, so for GBP JPY, 1 hour, 60 minutes. So on our 1 hour time frame, let's just use 4 hour for the purpose, the data to fit very well. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday we had this POI, this drop, base drop. Yeah, there was a flash supply here over drop, base drop, and actually it was a fresh one, and it had some weight on the left, because we can see the zone was really significant. But as usual, as always, we are not usually 100% sure, yeah, but it gave us some pips, and then our zone became a fake out zone, and it was grabbed. Yeah, yeah. So I shared this setup, and so I was hoping they will grab the Asia high or the Asia low first, but as you can see, they are going for the Asian high. Yeah, and we have a hidden supply here, which is kissing candles, a hidden supplier. Yeah, and as usual, as I always tell you, your zone have to be, have to have some weight on it. So you look on the left side. As you can see, we have all these flips. We have a kissing candle here. We have all these flips. Yeah, so our zone is more significant. Yeah, so as usual, when the price reaches our zone, we narrow to our lower time frame, M15 or M5. Okay, aggressive entries in those scenarios are not very good, because let's assume this is our high, so our high will be in our zone. So we wait for a change of character to make decision. Something I want to highlight. So someone shared, I think it's Brighton, yeah, Brighton or Chami, that guy, yeah, shared this setup. His POI was here, but he had highlighted that we have some equal highs. Yeah, so automatically you have to wait for the lower time frame confirmations. You just don't enter aggressively in this kind of setup, because you can see we have equal highs on top, here on top, and your POI is under you, so you have to take a lot of caution on those kind of setup. Yeah, so lower time frame confirmations M5, I will update you on the time frame on our part. Yeah, so lower time frame confirmations, especially this DJ, have to, because if they grab these, if this zone becomes a fake out zone, definitely they are going for these, definitely they will go for this zone. So the supply that block that this zone, so definitely they will go for this zone. So you have to take a lot of care. Don't enter aggressively on this DJ. Yeah, let's wait for full confirmations on the lower time frame. Because again, if as I always tell you, if the price alive in a noisy way, don't enter. The price should alive on your zone in a clean manner. You see, like this candle, the way it arrived on this drop day supply. Yeah, those kind of arrivals and departure. So a lot of noise is not usually, good at our zone. Yeah, so the next setup was, are we done? Are we done? Are we done? AJ, UJ, NJ. Did I share NJ? NZ, DJPY. I don't think I shared this. This is a bit messy one. The price didn't arrive at the zone the way I wanted. I will update on this one. Yeah. So Audi card. I think those setups that I've shared were the main ones. Yeah, if I get another one complete setup, I usually try like trading complete setups. For this is a bit early. So guys, let me check if there's a setup that I've skipped. So you look at USD CHF, Audi JPY, GJ, AUD USD. I think it's okay up to that point. Yeah, so guys, if you have a question, yeah, you can just comment on our platforms, and I will look at it. Yeah. So guys, I'm back. More and more videos. Yeah. I know some people have been requesting I do those videos. Yeah. So I'm back. I was a bit busy for the last 2 weeks. Some of you know where I was. Yeah. So don't worry, I'm back. Yeah. So those are the setups that I'm waiting for. And probably two or three, if two or three, become successful, we learn for the week. Yeah, so for those who took the AUD USD, I know you have bagged big. Yeah, for the Euro USD, I'm still holding Alana. I shared that setup. Shared it. 240 time frame on the 120. So I shared this setup last week. We caught the sales and now we buy. Yeah, so I had bagged my purchase at these opposing supply. This that's how you take your profits. If you caught a buy on a demand zone, you take your purchase at the next opposing supply zone. That's how you take your profit. So that's why I took my purchase. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I still I'm still hopeful they gonna consume this supply and go up here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you only aim higher if you've already bagged some. Don't try to bag big, like 100 and something pips and you have not paid yourself something. No, 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 no. That's not healthy. Yeah, yeah. So I can explain this setup, how it came about. So what do you see? A change of character or the break of structure to the upside. After that, what demand zone caused that move? What demand zone pushed the price to break the previous highs or the lows or what? That's how you characterize your setup. So there is the break of structure. What caused that? So this demand zone, it has a doji, so it has some weight. 50% entry. We had if you know to like this is a 2 hour. Now it came that this should be clear. As you can see, I think all of you know about the QM pattern, the head and shoulder pattern. So we have the head, we have the left shoulder, and we have the head. Okay, let me label. I might assume everyone know, which is not good. Let me just label for the purpose of learning. That's the high or the head, whatever you call it, and this is the right shoulder. So why is it a failed QM? So as we all know, the right shoulder should cause a break of structure to the downside. So the price was supposed to form a right shoulder and then boom, down. But it failed and moved up. So this is the point where the price failed. So this is a failed QM. Okay, this is a failed QM pattern. So what demand zone caused this QM to fail? On the right shoulder, you can see there is a demand zone. The 50% of the weeks. I usually try to use the weeks. I like to use the weeks if you want to catch the aggressive entry. Yeah, yeah, but if you want to catch a safe entry, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so this was a fresh demand zone. Yeah, easy, 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 easy setup. It's a bit, complex, but it has paid a lot, a lot. It have given a lot of re-entries, a lot, a lot. So if you didn't catch that, actually we had a very good Monday. Those who took this, a very, very beautiful Monday. Yeah, so and as you can see on the left side, the zone was very significant. You can see all these frames, all these touches. Yeah, so guys, it's this simple. You just have, to have a lot of patience and do not assume. You know, some people assume. Don't assume, don't assume. Try to catch, even if they hit your stop loss, at least try to get the setup with some weight. Yeah, yeah, don't, it hurts, to get hit, stopped out when you had, forced the setup. Better, be stopped out when your setup had some weight. At least you are confident, it keeps you going. But if you keep forcing setups, and you keep getting stopped out, you just, messed up. Yeah, so guys, take care. Yeah, patience, patience. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for this one, I have already bagged like 70%. So this will be my next profit target. But also these are play, these are zone, these are supply to watch out. You see? Yeah. So they can come here on this line where I've marked. They can come at this zone to do now the bearish continuation. Remember on the higher time frame we are bearish. This is just a correction. Or it might be now a reversal, but you don't know if it's a reversal if the higher time frame has not changed the character of the downside. Yeah, now, but we have seen already a change of character to the upside. But on our higher time frame it's bearish already. Yeah, so unless we see a change of character to the downside and on these zones, we might be bullish. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. More and more videos coming. Yeah, thank you, guys. Remember, if you are watching us on our Facebook, remember to hit that like button and follow us. Yeah. So those watching us on YouTube, remember to subscribe, guys. Subscribe. That's the only way you can support our platform. Yeah, subscribe and share. Hit that notification because more videos are coming. Yeah, I think a 30-minute session is enough for today. Yeah, if you have any question, drop them on our platforms, our WhatsApp, our Telegram, our Facebook, our Instagram. Drop them there. I'll cover them on the next set. I know I have some, topics I have to cover about, validating supply and demand zone, some a bit of risk management. Yeah. So I still remember them, guys, those who requested. Yeah. So thank you, and I'm back.